Why aren't there any Salada tier King's Hawaiian bread videos? We demand to know! I can assure you that this video will be useless in about 5 months, but I have to make this in order to tell you what's going on with the lack of puppet videos on my channel. Because this is, says puppet in the name. And you're probably wondering why I've been focusing more on, animation and such. Well, not that animation, but less and less of, Eminem's fan dubs, which have done incredibly well for me. But most importantly, in the one you're probably asking the most of, the Salada tea videos and the King's Hawaiian bread videos, which I will explain in a second. And, that's really it. I've got nothing else to say. Okay, so if you aren't aware of this, let me just elaborate on this quickly. Now, Salada tea videos and King's Hawaiian bread videos are videos that are designed to look like 1950s commercials, heavily inspired by early Wilkins coffee commercials or Jim Henson commercials that he used to do in his early career. And I've been doing them since 2021. But also, in 2023, I've done King's Hawaiian bread. And when are the next ones coming out? Well, I really don't know. And by that I mean I don't know when they're coming out. Let me just elaborate why I haven't been doing them lately. Now, back in the early days of making those type of videos, I've made all of them on my computer. Yeah, and I've done them all the way up until 2022 when I started making my Eminem's fan dubs and Gus and Pinky videos, which I plan to do more of, by the way, but we'll get into that later. But now I've done the entire King's Hawaiian bread portion of videos on my phone. But the problem is, the reason why I stopped doing those King's Hawaiian bread videos is because the microphone that I'm using right now can't connect to my phone anymore. I mean, it can still connect to my computer, but it can't connect to my phone. And now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you're probably wondering, just get a new one. Well, I have 2 more, but I'm more used to this one. Now, I'm not trying to turn this into a microphone commentary. I'm just telling you why, okay? And that's all I really have to say about this part. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What's up with animation? So, you're probably wondering, why on earth have you been making those hard-to-watch, stupid animations? You're just wasting your career at this point. And I will admit, I am so ashamed of this abomination. I promise I'll never make anything like this again. But I have made animations like this before that abomination. Like this. Let me give you some nostalgia.
Let's see if QWERTY has a verse for us.
Learned applies to our lives today.
Hates this song!
In fact, I have so many unfinished VeggieTales animations that I'm going to show you a short reel of mine. Okay, that's enough. And honestly, I feel like if I was an animator for some sort of VeggieTales fan project, I feel like I would be the one who'd animate all the goofy segments. But on to the next part. I'm really surprised this wasn't the most talked about and asked for, considering it was the one part of my channel that did the most well. I'm very surprised about that. And honestly, this era gives me a lot of nostalgia for the glory days of my channel. And I constantly thought to myself, especially around this time, what if I made more of it? That would be sweet. Because, honestly, it does the best on my channel. And honestly, I think that it'd be perfect, especially around this time. And since I've gotten all these subscribers. But then again, just because this part of my channel gives me the most nostalgia, doesn't actually, no, it does not give me the most nostalgia, but either way, does not make it my favorite part, the one with the most nostalgia. But either way, on to the next part. Now this is the era that gives me the most nostalgia. Now you're probably asking, why would this give you nostalgia? You sound that just sounds so weird. It's not that long ago. I gotta tell you, is it wrong for me to be a little nostalgic about like the golden days of like something I made like earlier, like a little earlier in my lifetime? I'm trying to make it sound less weird, but that's not the point. You be nostalgic with your stuff, and I be nostalgic with my stuff. Either way, I might be continuing this era of stuff. And there are some hidden stuff that I haven't shown you. And I've had something that I've been making, and I want to show you a sneak peek of it right here. Okay, that's enough. Time for the conclusion. So in the end, you're probably still wondering, what does this mean for the future of Salada tea? And what does this mean for the future of your beloved King's Hawaiian's bread? And also, considering this did the most well for you, what does this mean for the future of M&M's dubs? What does this mean for the M&M's fan dubs? And by that, I really don't know what'll happen. But what I do know is that I might make a Gus and Pinky video or two this year, but Salada tea, maybe I just have to accept that Salada tea is all in the past. Although King's Hawaiian bread still might have a chance.